Today on Gadget Class, I'm reviewing the Hlight. This is actually an LED color changing light bulb slash Bluetooth speaker all in one. All you do is screw it into any standard light bulb socket and you instantly get not only an LED color changing light bulb, but a Bluetooth speaker, and they do talk to each other. You can actually have it flash with the music. Pretty cool device. I'm happy to be reviewing this. I like reviewing stuff like this because it could be either really cool or really bad depending on how well it's implemented. And the Hlight is one of the least expensive on the market. It sells for about $25 and it's sold by IE Geek on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the video description below. Take a look at what's in the box here. You get your light bulb and you get your manual. Not much to it there. You can tell by the shape of the light bulb that it's kind of designed to be plugged into or screwed into a recessed or can light fixture, but you could just as easily screw it into like a lamp and use it that way as well. It's just got that classic recessed light fixture shape. Looking at the manual here, nice and colorful. We do have QR codes that go straight to the app and Play Store to download the app for both Android and iOS. Very simple instructions. They're nice and colorful, pretty well done. You can tell the person that wrote them didn't speak English as their primary language, but the device is actually super simple and easy to use. I'm going to just screw it into this test fixture on the desktop so we can test it here, and then later on in the video we'll go and actually screw it into a can light and show you how well it works in an actual room. So we're going to open up the iPhone here, and we're going to go to the App Store, and you're just going to search for the Hlight application. It is the same on both Android and iOS. Go ahead and download that, and then open it up here. And then once you open it up, click on this little menu icon up in the upper left-hand corner and just drag down on the menu. It'll automatically scan for and connect to every LED light bulb it can find in the vicinity. You can actually have groups. If you have more than one light bulb per room, you can have it connect to all the lights in one room, put those in a group, all the lights in another room or in another group, and you can set alarms so they turn off and on at different times. Pretty cool functionality there to be able to control multiple lights at the same time. And once you have it connected, you can turn it off and on like that. You can change the color. It's very responsive and snappy. Very easy and very simple to use. You can control the brightness and the color. Very simple. And you can come over here to settings. You can have it automatically turn on when you connect or turn off when you disconnect via Bluetooth. So if you want them all to turn on when you get into the room with your phone, you can have it do that as well. And let's go ahead and set up the Bluetooth speaker side of things here. Go to our Bluetooth settings, turn Bluetooth on, and then this is the only confusing part of this whole device. You've got two different devices here. You've got this BLE LED, which is the actual LED light bulb part, and then you've got this HS1007, which is the Bluetooth speaker part. You do have to connect to both to play sound and do the light. And I'm going to use some non-copyrighted music here because we know YouTube loves their copyrighted music. They kind of love to get on that payola bandwagon there. So Liza is just a copyright-free music player, and let's see if we can find some music to play. Let's start with something maybe a little bit on the lighter side. And I have no idea who anyone in here is. I'm just going to kind of pick at random. Can control it with the volume. And unfortunately, one thing I did notice is that the light does kind of fluctuate with the bass, especially if you're playing a bass heavy track. The sound itself does feel like it's clipped off on the bass end. I think they probably did that to limit the amount of vibration you had through the light fixture. Can light fixtures are notoriously kind of You know, they're made with screwed together sheet metal, so the more vibration you introduce into a can light, you're going to get rattling and stuff. So I think they purposely clipped off some of the bass end, so you're not going to get the deep basses that you get on a nice desktop Bluetooth speaker, but you're going to get nice ambient sound. But I did notice that once the bass starts kicking up, the light does fluctuate, even if you don't have it in light fluctuation mode. Kind of see it fluctuating there. It does it even worse with high bass notes. Let's go ahead and go back out to our app. We'll go to the music tab. And you just click on the little 3 dots there, and then you get your music controls. You got your flash intensity. That's going to increase the intensity and duration of the flash. And then you got your flash on and off switch here. I did notice that some of these buttons are hard to press, like the little 3 dots and this little switch here. You have to hit it right on the thing. That's probably my only complaint about the app, is this one music tab here. It's kind of hard to press some of the buttons, but it's not a big deal. So let's go ahead and go back. Start our music again. So that's the basics of operation. In terms of total sound quality, I'm going to give the sound a 3 out of 5. I would have liked to have seen the bass carried through. They do clip off the lower end, and I think that's intentional to keep it from vibrating whatever fixture it's in. So you could say that that's intentional, and that's not a big deal. But I like the bass notes, even if it's going to rattle my lampshades. In terms of overall build quality and functionality, I'm going to give it probably a 3 out of 5 also, and that's only because the light does fluctuate with heavy bass notes, and I don't think that's intentional, because you're supposed to be able to turn off all light fluctuation on the host or the controlling device. So 3 out of 5 there. In terms of overall function, ease of use, everything, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 because it's very easy to use. Very cost effective. For the price, $25, you could easily get one for each room and not break your paycheck. So overall, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars because of the price and because of the ease of use. It does have its limitations, but you're going to find those limitations in probably most of the lower end of the market anyways. So let's go ahead and head over and test it in an actual can light fixture. So in a light fixture, the audio issues are a little bit exaggerated. You do hear a lot more tinniness in the audio, and you can kind of tell that the vibration goes through the whole can light fixture, and it kind of rattles a little bit. So it's probably a good thing that they cut out some of the bass notes. I'm going to turn it up here, and you guys can see it actually does fluctuate. Every time a deep bass note is hit, the light does flash and flicker a little bit. It kind of see it there. The heavier the bass note, the worse it is. So if you're a real audio snob, you're probably going to be displeased. You might want to look at something in the $50 range, but for $25 it's probably sufficient. As far as range goes, I was able to get 13.5 feet away before I lost light control, and Bluetooth audio I was able to get between 30 and 40 feet, about 3 rooms. I was able to go outside and still have audio going from my phone. So the range for the Bluetooth audio is a lot better than the light control. Light control, you pretty much have to be within the same room. So don't expect to control lights on one side of the house from the other side of the house. So I would recommend it for the price, but if you're looking for something higher end on the audio side, I would maybe look at upgrading. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, and hit yes for found this review helpful.